Hello student, today we are going to start financial statement of the company. This is third part of this chapter, and in this particular video we are going to discuss what is operating cycle and the question on operating cycle. So let's start. What is operating cycle? An operating cycle refers to the time it takes a company to buy goods, sell them and receive cash from the sales of said good. Every company have to produce some goods or services, and after production of this goods and services they sell them into the market. This process takes some time. There is span of time, and this span of time is called operating cycle. Like, it depends upon the nature of the business. Like construction industry take longer operating cycle because the construction work takes 2 to 3 years to complete their projects. Like, in other words, how long it takes a company to turn its inventory into cash. The length of operating cycle depends upon the industry. Okay, it is different to different industry. Some industry have shorter operating cycle and some industry have longer operating cycle. Okay, this diagram shows what is operating cycle. This diagram helps you to retain this process. First of all, raw material is purchased, then work in progress and finished product. Okay, what is finished product? It is that product which cross the boundary line of production, okay, which is ready to use, and after that we can sell them into the market. It may be in cash or in credit. If you sell them into the credit, it will take one more stage, and after that we can realize the cash. So from raw material to cash, this cycle is called operating cycle. Okay, so now we are going to solve the question. Operating cycle and the period when the payment is made is given below. How will you classify the liability? You have to classify following items in current liability and non-current liability. Okay, so first of all you have to remember every business or every operating cycle which payment is expected within the 12 months is treated as current liability. So whenever you see the expected period when the payment is made is within the 12 months, it's treated as current liability. So first, second and sixth item is treated as current liability. Okay, now we have to observe that whosoever have longer operating cycle than expected period of payment. So this have longer operating cycle than the expected period when payment is made. So this is also treated as current liability. That means when operating cycle is greater than expected payment, then it will treated as current liability. And when operating cycle is shorter than expected period of payment, then it will treat it as non-current liability. Right? You have to remember, if operating cycle is greater than expected period of payment, it will current liability, and if operating cycle is shorter than expected period of payment, then it will treat it as non-current liability. Okay? Here is the answer. You can tally them. First is current, second is also current liability, third is non-current liability. Okay, non-current liability because the expected period is greater than operating cycle, and fourth is also a non-current liability because expected period of payment is greater than operating cycle. Current liability, fifth is also current liability, and sixth is also current liability. Okay, hope you all understand how to solve this question. You should complete all the types of question which is based on this concept. You have to complete in your notebook. Okay, now a question comes to classify the following items into the major headings of balance sheet. I have already mentioned you have to see the video first. After that you can understand these questions. Okay, so first of all is share options outstanding account. Outstanding account, it means there is some money left which we have to receive. It will shown in reserves and surplus under the shareholders fund. Excess application money due for refund. So excess money application is received and we have to pay off back. So it is liability. It will shown current liability in other current liabilities. GST payable, you have to know what is GST. GST is goods and services tax, and goods and service tax is have to payable by company in current period. So it will be current liability in other current liabilities. Debenture redemption reserve, very simple, it is a reserve. It will shown in shareholders fund in the reserves and surplus head. Premium payable on redemption or debenture. So premium payable, we have to pay the premium. So it will be non-current liability because the premium of debenture have longer time period and it will treated as a long term liability. So it will shown in non-current liabilities in other long term liabilities. Non-current liabilities, provision of gratuity, because gratuity is also a longer liability. It will take more than 12 months to be paid. So it will also treated in non-current liability in long-term provision. Provision, what is gratuity? Gratuity is made for the employees of the organization for their retirements and whatever when they need the fund. So this gratuity is provision and it will treated in non-current liability under the heads of provisions and treated as a long-term provision. Outstanding expenses, it is very simple. Outstanding expenses, it means we have to pay it then and now and it will treated as outstanding expenses in current liability in other current liabilities. Okay, so this question is very easy. If it comes in examination, you have to only study the balance sheet of the company and you have very good opportunity to get full marks in these questions. Okay, so study the balance sheet in a very significant way and please watch the video first in which I have discussed the balance sheet. Okay, so here the video is end, and if you have any doubts, please ask me in comments or maybe in classroom. Okay, thank you.